Then there is Resistance Fall of Man. Never played this one solo, only played this co-op. This game is also a lot of fun, although it becomes easier and easier the more you play it, even if you play on harder difficulties. It has pretty good New Game Plus as well, if you ask me. Then I have Rage, which is a pretty good FPS as well. It's a postmodern wasteland kind of game, kind of like Fallout, except that it's ID Software which has done this game. Of course, it's the same. They're still owned by Bethesda Studios, but it's ID that has made it. The creators of Doom. And then I have the Prince of Persia trilogy, which is weird why I have this, because I'm not a big fan of Prince of Persia, but I have this. It's alright, it's decent. I have Portal 2. I bought the PlayStation 3 version because I wanted a PC version as well, and you get both with this one. So, and since I'm gonna do this co-op with a friend eventually, I think, then it's, you know, pretty good to just sit here at the couch playing on the TV. A thumbs up for that. Playing with your friends on TV. Next up is an RPG, Ni no Kuni. I haven't gotten very far in this game. I've died like once or twice, I think. It's interesting. The gameplay or battle system is meh, in my opinion. It's free moving, but you have action commands. So it's a mix of strategy, turn-based, and moving around freely, action-based. But yeah, I played that a bit. It's an alright game. And then there is Nier. The game that has very good gameplay. Amazingly good gameplay, actually. Story, on the other hand, stupid, dumb, copying from everything else. And the worst father of the year goes to Nier. But this game actually gets better when you beat it. It has 4 different endings. I've gotten 2 so far, I think. Yeah, 2 of them I've gotten. It's a very interesting game, actually. I do enjoy it, even though it's stupid. The story is terrible, though, as it copies from everything else. Bosses copies. A lot of it is just copying from already successful games. Next one up is Motorstorm. Got this one from my brother. Actually, I got the Resistance game from him as well. Yeah. Haven't really played that much. Played it a little bit. I have it though. And then there is Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat 9 to be exact. I've less played this game, do check that out. It's actually the only Mortal Kombat game I like. I have the re-release of the original 3 on the PC though. But yeah, this is the only one I actually like of the Mortal Kombat games. Let's see, Mortal Mass. Okay, I still have these, I suppose. So, next one up is Midnight Club Los Angeles, which is a car game. I played the PlayStation 2 game. I don't really remember what it's called. Midnight Club something. It's pretty fun, actually. Not this one, I haven't played this one, but the one for PlayStation 2. And then there is Metal Gear Solid HD, which has Metal Gear Solid 3, Peace Walker, and Metal Gear Solid 2. 2 is my favorite, but the third one is probably the best one out of the entire series. Yeah, I do have this. So when I'm going to Let's Play Metal Gear Solid 2, which is over here, then it's gonna be the HD version. Next one up is Metal Gear Solid 4 Guns of the Patriot. And it's a greatest hits, which has trophies. I like the very first 2 chapters of the game, and then the game goes kind of downhill. Problem with chapter 3 is that it's very cutscene heavy. It got amazing boss fights though. Chapter 4 is a throwback to the first game, and it's not very good, as I don't really like the enemies you encounter there. And the last chapter is way too short to be good, but it has some pretty good boss fights, actually. Next one up is Mafia 2, a game that I bought from my friend as well. I haven't played this one, so I know nothing of it, except that you're in the Mafia apparently. That's what I'm getting from it. Then I have Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Fate of the Two Worlds. I've been trying to track down the Ultimate Edition, but since they lost their license, it was pulled from shelves quite quickly. So hopefully I will be able to score this game used. It's a decent fighter. It's not the best one, it's not the worst one, it's just decent. Also, I'm gonna move my microphone a bit. There we go. I have a lot of PS3 games, by the way, as you probably can tell. Next up is Mass Effect 2, which is my favorite of the Mass Effect series. I've gotten a platinum of this, so that basically means I've beaten it on the hardest difficulty. I did that on New Game Plus, by the way, so it wasn't super difficult. It was challenging, but not super difficult. Next up is Mass Effect 3, which I have in a steel case, apparently. Yep, I have that in a steel case. Oh yeah, because you never got this one in a plastic case. Right. This one is the worst in the Mass Effect series. It took everything that was good from the game and destroyed it pretty much. But due to the story of the game, I can kind of understand why they chose to not have freedom in it anymore. But that was also a cost of the quality of the game, in my opinion. Next one up is Lost Planet 2. I haven't played that one. I bought it because it was cheap. 100 Swedish crowns at an outlet store. Little Big Planet 2, a very fun game. You can build your own stages in it. And the story is kind of fun as well. Then there is Little Big Planet 1, which is the same game. Essentially, the second one is better though, because it added new features. But yeah, I have Little Big Planet as well. The story in this one is not as good as in the second game though. But it's still fun. And of course there's Lollipop Chainsaw. Do check out my Let's Play of that game. It's a beat 'em up sort of game where you kill zombies. Next up is Last Rebellion, a pretty mediocre JRPG, but I do enjoy it quite a bit. It's a lot of fun, very interesting, very easy to get a platinum trophy on as well if you want that. Then there is LA Noire, which I got from my brother. It's a Rockstar game, or Take-Two. Team Bondi was the one making it, and apparently the business or the making of this game was rather shady, as I've heard, or Take-Two were shady with it. I don't know how they treated it, or the studio. Then I have Kingdom of Amalur: The Reckoning. It's a pretty cool RPG. I played a demo and I bought a game because of that. I haven't really felt like playing through it yet. Then I have Kingdom Hearts 2.5 Remix. Okay, I'm probably gonna have to, put these one into shells soon. Oh boy. that would be rather difficult because these... You know what, I will just staple them on top of each other. Next one up is Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 Remix. And of course I will do a blind let's play of Kingdom Hearts near the end of the year. As well, it was voted for in the subscriber bingo. Then I have the Eco and Shadow of the Colossus Classic HD Collection. I did a let's play of Shadow of the Colossus, do check that out. Shadow of the Colossus is a very good game, Eco is also pretty good. I do enjoy those quite a bit as well. Yeah, okay. Then there's Hyperdimension Neptunia Mark II. That's a follow-up of Hyperdimension Neptunia, I think. The first one is pretty terrible. Speaking about the first game, here it is. Hyperdimension Neptunia, it's a very, very poorly made game. It's very repetitive. Sure, it references a lot of other games and whatnot, but it's not the best of games. I kind of like how the follow-up is from 16 years while the first one is from 12. Next one up is Heavy Rain. I played a bit of this one. Might do a blind let's play of it eventually. It's a movie type of game. Very movie heavy. Then there is Grand Theft Auto 5. No, Gran Turismo 5 I mean. Which is a car game. I played that a little bit. It's alright. Again, not a big fan of car games. Or racing games. Then I have Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories, which is the DLC. I actually have two of those because one I got from my brother and the other one I bought off from a friend. Although they do look exactly the same, except for here. So yeah, I have those. I also have Grand Theft Auto 5, which is very fun. I played that a lot online. I also have Grand Theft Auto 4, which I played about half the game I think, before I stopped playing it. And then I have God of War Collection, Volume 2, which is the PSP games. I also have God of War 3, which is here. See, God of War 3. God of War, of course, are hack and slash kind of games. Got Final Fantasy 13 too. It's pretty fun. I'm trying to track down Lightning Returns, but I haven't really found it yet. But I have that. I also have Final Fantasy 13, which I like. A lot of people don't like this one. I can see why, but I can't see why they like Final Fantasy X. In that case, considering that this game suffers from the exact same problems that Final Fantasy X suffers from, which is people's biggest complaint about that game, and they tend to like Final Fantasy X. But oh well. Eternal Sonata. Gonna do a blind let's play with this one eventually. I think Moogle Master 102 and Path Slasher also requested me to do that game. I also have Enslaved, Odyssey of the West. I've almost beaten this game. I've gotten very far in it. It's very enjoyable. It's a pretty good adventure game, adventure action game. I have Eat Lead, which I bought off from a friend. Yeah, I don't know who Will Arnett is, but Neil Patrick Harris is making the voice for the bad guy in this game, I believe. I bought this one off from a friend, so it will be interesting to play that eventually. I also have Duke Nukem Forever. Gameplay wise it's actually pretty fun, but story wise and a few other choices they have made is very questionable in my opinion. But it's enjoyable to play every now and then. I also have the Dragon Age Origins Ultimate Edition. Never get Dragon Age Origins for the consoles. Get it for PC, it's 1,000 times better there. I played it on PC first, then I decided, oh, I want this game. So I bought it on PlayStation 3, and it's not as good on PlayStation 3. Then I have the Doom 3 BFG edition, where you get the Doom 1 and 2 as well, or Ultimate Doom and Doom 2 as they're called. You also get some extra stuff in this one as well. I'm a big fan of the Doom games, so which is why I got it. Then there is Devil May Cry HD edition. Of course, I will do Devil May Cry 1 later this year. And I'm gonna do the HD version, of course, since I don't have it for PlayStation 2. Demon Souls, very difficult game, made by Japan Studios. Very enjoyable game. Very, very enjoyable game. Although I've never been able to get further than the 2nd level. Actually 4th level when I think about it. Then I have Dead Space 2, which is a horror game, more on the action side however. I like the first game, which is a horror game more so. This game has horror elements, but it's more action based, I would say. I prefer it on PC as well. I haven't played the second game on console, but I have played the first game, which I also have on PlayStation 3. I bought Dead Space 1 and 2 from a friend, by the way, from the same friend I bought most of my other games when I mention it. It's a horror game, very good one. Sin is currently let's playing this game. I recommend checking it out. She's doing it blind. It's very enjoyable to watch. But yeah, this is more of a horror game. Very good horror game, I would say. Personally, I prefer it on PC over console as well. I do have it on PC as well, I have an Origin, I believe. And I have the Dead Rising 2 off the record. I think this one is a direct sequel to the first one, or Shop Till You Drop. So this is not the second game per se. It's the follow-up on the first game, I think. Yeah, it should be, considering he's a photographer there. And he was in the first game. Although the first game ended very weirdly. I got Dead Island, which is a very mediocre horror game, kind of like Borderlands in its setup, or how it's built. Then I have Dante's Inferno, a very mediocre hack and slash game. But you can play as Isaac in it from Dead Space, or wear a suit rather. And apparently it's amazing then, according to my friend, which I bought it from. Then there is Cross Edge. Cross Edge, kind of like Agar's Generation of War, except that it takes characters from different JRPG companies. It's pretty mediocre if you ask me. I did track that game down though and bought it from Germany because I wanted it. And I played it and it's the exact same game but just different. And now Catherine, I let's play this game, so do check that out. Horror puzzle game, very fun, very difficult until you actually learn it. But once you do learn it, it's not super difficult or normal at least. Hard on the other hand, not so easy. Then there is Castlevania, Lord of Shadows. Very, very, very good game. A lot of people doesn't like this game. I don't understand why. It's a very amazing Castlevania game. The DLC on the other hand sucks ass. The DLC for it is very bad. Then I have Deus Ex Human Revolutions, which kinda it's in a box like this. It's a very interesting game actually. I do enjoy it. It's very fun. I also have Burnout Paradise. I got this for PC as well. I got this from my brother. It's a pretty fun racing game actually. And last, before I start packing up or putting these games in the shelves, I have Bulletstorm, which is it's an FPS, and it's more of a jokey side of kind of FPS with a very loose RPG system or point system. It's pretty fun though. Jessica Hale does voices in it. which is kind of weird because I do like her as a voice actor, but I've played too many games recently with her as a voice actor, so you kind of get bored of it. Anyhow, that takes it for I said the typ, which is kinda, or type in English or in Swedish. But I can see that this video has been recorded for 40 minutes as well. So I guess this is the end of part 4, maybe? Yeah, part 4 probably it will be. So, I'll see you in the next part then. See you soon.